excited light buzzed the green room in anxious gold. I looked 27 but was 57. I was a very unlikely pop star. This was another chance at my career, my life. I died in 1987 at the Deerhoof Hotel until a beautiful girl named Mila checked into the room I haunted, and she brought me back to life with a love affair. She encouraged me to continue my career, meet the intimate masses I used to entertain. Before the show, I went up into the mountains. I wondered if I could pull it off again. The sun warmed me, and I promised to try. It was showtime. I performed my favorite 3 albums. My latest, Elvis Lives 2, Before the Storm, a one-off folk album, and A New Day, a synthesizer-driven opera. That first show back cracked like a whip wrapped in barbed wire. I walked off stage changed, renewed, lit with color. Everything was painted pink or blue or red or green. More shows, more color, more Vertigo celebrations backstage coated me with life further. The tour was long and fun, and I made a decent living from ticket sales. But it was the pounding music pouring off the stage that made me whole again. I was taking off to orbit life's ether. I felt distracted, wild, and engaged to rock and roll as if it were a mistress. I bought a house, made it a home, and lived the opposite life from when on tour. I'd have coffee early in the morning, write lyrics in my kitchen, and find myself pacing my living room stairs before buckling behind the piano. Routine was the idea, and I found myself scrubbing the pool each day to near perfection, and I never swam in it for some reason. But I knew the reason. Sunbathing and swimming and going on picnics were too much of a lazy luxury. I had to earn my life again. And then there was Mila, the girl who turned me from ghost to living musician. She had everything figured out, and my haunting NUI didn't belong within the walls of her grandparents' castle. They built it on steel and enterprise and labor, not fantasy keyboard music. That said, I couldn't be discounted. My music mattered. It was spiritual, and I was one of the only people in the world to have crossed back from the dead. That had to count for something. So I walked around the great halls of a church and looked at the stained glass windows, and I realized there was so much more that I had to figure out. I needed to. I wanted to. And I thought back to Mila's castle and her grounds, and there was this room, there was this sunroom that just blew light everywhere. I don't know what it was, I never went in there, but it exuded this perfect pitch glow. And I think it was other ghosts like me, but they were half-life. I still don't know, I never asked Mila. My record company threw a party for me. Mila was out of my life and I needed to pour myself into work. I announced that I was recording a double album called Turn On the Lights, but it was soon apparent that I couldn't trust my producers. I sat on a cot and fell asleep to the chit-chat. There were too many hanger-ons at the party. In dream, I saw what they would do to me and my music, my persona, if they got their way.
They would exploit me and make me tacky with choreography. It simply wouldn't be me. I'd be a big slave, hammering away behind a noisy cage. No thank you, baby.
I woke up and decided to fund my own album.
How you doing? Don't you imagine that's how we're gonna do it? Trust me.
His glasses are amazing.
Yeah. Angel, I still love ya. I love the sadness in your eyes. Angel.
That was the kind of bad press that followed. I didn't want it, or ask for it, or think it was glamorous. I made music to make color into sound, elevate moods, intoxicate a room naturally. I spun my globe, needing to find a place to hide and get to work. My finger landed on a country I'd never been to. I only knew of its wooded winter climate. My new house was vast and pleasantly haunted. It exuded a secret energy that bathed my music in honey-dipped warmth. I got to work in full-blown isolation and never, ever been happier. I woke up and decided to fund my own album. It was deep winter and a very cold Saturday afternoon. My album was complete, and a walk to celebrate found me facing a tower that was not there the night before. It sprout from soil like a stone flower. My music gave life to it, and the earth rewarded me with a brand new acoustic guitar. My music also gave life to other forms of life, two multiples of me. The heavy synthesized music and strumming fenders made two other men identical to me live. They walked out of the grounds with a desire to explore this unknown planet. I flew back to the big city and visited my tomb, a giant memorial still fresh with flowers. I walked through a fire only I could see, only I could feel. It was a test to see if I would fight on, have the willpower to promote my new record. I chose life once more. My memorial was shockingly massive. It embarrassed me as I didn't deserve such a monument. But it was beautiful seeing a family of deer at lunch nearby my grave. It was fitting as my rock and roll excess ended at the Deer Hoof Hotel. The 5-star high-rise was where I became transparent, a ghost, a comfort explorer of life after death. My multiple showed up in my condo hideaway. He asked if I would partake in an interview on his network program, Shoegaze TV. I accepted and panicked when he asked about the tour. I realized my bassist Nick had left the band and boarded a night train west.
The reason Nick was through with the band was because of the world's inner weather. In 2017, he saw humanity's soul as an icy, empty forest. The warmth of love, rationality, growth, and humor were missing. Jeff, my guitarist, next quit. He fell in love and retired with his wife. They bought a vineyard. They were happy. Love and desperation were valid reasons to quit music. I got it, I understood. But it made the rest of the band lose all motivation when a masked man, I think he was a fan, broke into our studio, stole all our gear, and sold it down the black market. We never found out who he was. But I knew he was from another dimension, maybe a ghost, maybe alive. There was something cosmic about him. And then the last person I thought that would turn on me did. Leandra, my soul sister, my soul singer. She was so disappointed that we weren't going to tour that she sued the band. She requested I hand over half of the recording rights. I didn't know what to do. And I thought I just needed good karma at this point, so I gave the publishing rights to her. And Nick just stayed away from the musical game of dominoes he started. Our jaded bassist was now playing 18 holes of golf a day. It was a far cry from the 18 glasses of whiskey he usually drank when on the road. And millions watched as my clone opened a briefcase, the one resting between us on live television. A green aura took over the room, and it sucked me in. I came to. The sun took me in, and I aged 30 years immediately. I finally looked my proper age, 57. And I thought I looked okay. Weathered, experienced, but better for it. And I was still alive, and I could still sing. There was no more time to waste. I followed the rainbow. I boarded a train. I brought my guitar. I went to Europe. And I finally started over for the last time. This was it. There were no more winter oblivions. Just a steady summer. A hopeful dream. A need to make a song. This was my happy ending.